Now we review the 2025 film Succubus. Not the Ron Perlman one. Not that one. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so I have seen the film Succubus, which I honestly believe was meant to steal some of the fame of the Ron Perlman film Succubus, which I have not seen, because they're both released in the same year, 2024, and they're both well, look, let's just say that this film has a demon they call Succubus that shouldn't be called Succubus because it's not a succubus. A succubus is the female equivalent to an incubus. A succubus is a demon that has sex with men. This film is about a demon that draws energy from its victims, so to speak. It's kind of a weird thing. I mean, you have to watch the film to understand, all right? But what you have is a couple's retreat where they go out there and they fix their relationship by crazy. And I mean, it's not explicitly stated that they take any hallucinogens, but they're probably taking hallucinogens because they're seeing some weird stuff. And yeah, that weird stuff is really weird. There's a lot of weird. I mean, it's you're supposed to see the things that will make you resolve your relationship, is what's going, at least the first half of the movie. That kind of changes by the second half of the movie, and to be completely honest with you, the plot is pretty thin. The twists and turns don't make sense, and what's really going on there it doesn't hold a lot of water. If you look at the thing as a whole, it really looks like this film was a vehicle for getting this chick naked. And I mean, it's mostly her getting naked. There's other chick naked, I think, but it's mostly her getting naked, and a little bit of dude skin there too. But, I mean, Succubus is one of those movies that it's not the story that you're really going for. It's what you watch when you don't want to watch something as crass as pornography, but you do want to see some boobage. So there's hot chicks showing boobage and some other stuff. It's not exclusively boobage. So it's a pretty lewd kind of a movie. It's TV-14, but it really should be. I mean, if this were a theater film, it would be rated R. But I mean, look, were it not for the insertion of incubus, or succubus, I honestly think it would be a better movie. Okay, I do. Because that part doesn't make a lot of sense. And they say the demon is known by many names, and it's kind of a spoiler, I guess, although if you're putting the name Succubus, I guess you gotta know what it is. But, so like I say, this is not the Ron Perlman one, which apparently features a dating website. This is the European cheap knockoff that features people in Europe showing their boobies. And I mean, all for it, really. Look, this is not a film with universal appeal, okay? It's reasonably done, makes a reasonable certain amount of sense so you can say that you're watching a horror movie and not just porn, but it is very close to porn. I mean, it is sort of like an old school Hammer vampire movie level of pornography. So yeah, I mean, those aren't necessarily bad films, but this wasn't as good as those. So yeah, where does Succubus lie? Well, I mean, as a general audience film, this is at the bottom of your watch list. I'm sorry, not a lot of people are going to want to see this film. It's just not how things are. Now, for the male population, it's a middle of your watch list kind of a film. I mean, it's certainly enjoyable on the very carnal level. This is the kind of film that you get some beer and pizza and you watch this and you enjoy it with the boys. That's just what you do with this particular film. Is it great? No, it's not terribly great. Is it terrible? No, it's not terrible. It's very much middle of the ground, but it's a vehicle for sex and nudity and a little bit of violence, and, it does well at that. So, I mean, I can't tell you that you're going to absolutely love this film, I do say that, I bet if you watch this film, you're probably, if you're a guy, you're probably going to be like, yeah, I mean, that was worth my time. I like seeing what I saw. It's that simple. Anyway, so that's just my opinion. I'd love to hear yours down in the comments below. I, of course, am Richard.
Greetings, humanity. I'm Randall the Rat, and I'm here to remind you that, well, you should probably comment, like, and subscribe now. And why? Well, the world isn't all that great, and Random Street Theater here is trying to change it. We do things like have trash removed from the ocean, pay for trees to be planted, and even feed orphans. And you can help. You can comment, like, and subscribe, and it's free. When you think about it, if you don't do those things, well, what are you saying? Are you saying you don't care about the ocean and trees and even orphans? Well, sounds like you're a bad human. And you have a delicious face.